Ladies and gentlemen. Right, so today it's actually going to be a more chill kind of video. Whoever's listening, feel free to grab some popcorn, cup of coffee, you know, your mojitos, whatever that keeps you sane, calm, throughout you chilling, vibing, whatever it is that you do when you don't have anything to do, or if you're cooling off. Anyways, so I actually wanted to speak upon a couple of things. Um, one, first of all, first and foremost, I'm graduating college soon, university, as an electrical engineer. What does it mean to be an engineer? What does it mean to be an electrical engineer? Many things. More than you think, less than I thought, or the other way around. Anyways, I don't really have any regret, thankfully. Though I was faced with a bunch of, not really hate, um, just people looking out for me, telling me that, first of all, getting any form of education, by itself is amazing, right? Having the choice, having the option to do what you would like to do, really, is great. It's amazing. So I knew that I was never gonna go into the medical field. Was never something I was thinking about. Second, the what's it called? The architecture design kind of route was also not mine whatsoever. I never was an artistic person. Never liked drawing. I was actually bad at drawing. It's not that I hated it, Whenever I tried drawing, I guess it was I would try. Right. So as we deal with the situation right now with the pink, it's okay. Made an entire video about it. But I came here to talk about life careers, and I'm not gonna emphasize a lot about this, as I do plan on talking about this whole thing, on a certain video or the podcast that I plan to launch sometime in the future. Anyways, so I knew that I wasn't going that medical route, nor was I going, thank you, that, design route, whatever you want to say. And also at the same time, being in, where I'm from, you really, as a guy, as a man, you gotta study something, that's respected. Not that stuff like journalism and arts and, these things are not respected, on law and international studies, media, all these things. It's not that they're not, respected, but from experiences and from most of the people that we know, and I don't know, I actually don't know why they don't focus on these things, for the most part, the superstition around Arabs that, either a doctor or an engineer, no in between. Obviously there are some exceptions, not everyone is like that, but I was really happy with choosing engineering because, truthfully, around the last year of high school, I started to enjoy mathematics and physics. It was mostly math, as we were doing a lot of calculus, actually, and I enjoyed calculus. Gonna sound like a little bitch, but I really did enjoy calculus. It was very fun. Perhaps it was my teacher, our teacher at school. He was very experienced, but I enjoy doing calculus more than I've ever liked doing math. I never liked math or physics or any of that. If anything, I was actually a fan of science and biology, maybe some chemistry, but mathematics and physics never appealed to me until my last year at school. Later on, I decided to choose electrical because, well, in my own opinion, it had the most involvement in mathematics and calculus and all that, physics. But at the same time, I wanted something to fit my career path choice, which was to do stuff related to renewable energy, solar panels, and all that. So I thought, electrical is the closest thing, as my university at that time wasn't really offering something on renewable energy. So I said to myself, right, electrical engineering is the closest thing. So as I'm missing the ball here, well, most of my friend, went into computer engineering, which is one of the most, and the most, yeah, it really is the most popular field right now. And it has the right, I mean, honestly, everything is running on software, machine learning, and all that shit. So fair play, really. But yeah, that's the way I was thinking about it. Now, so fast forward 2024, do I regret it? Am I still on the same track? The answer is no. I don't regret it. Am I on the same track? Not entirely. But you know, what you need to know, studying electrical engineering, I think regardless of which institute, which place, which environment, you're gonna have to question yourself and question a lot of the things that you're studying, and whether it's worth it to study these things or not. Now, you do learn a lot of classical methods, techniques, things in this field that are, not used anymore, but it's important to know for some reason. You never know when you could use these small concepts. Oh, so yeah, like I was saying, you do learn a lot of things that may seem useless. However, um, trust me, there is a place for them. Whether you like it or not, some small concepts, there's always a use for these things. Even if you don't see their true worth at the time being, you won't appreciate their existence, which is something that I've been taught by one of my professors. Anyways, I don't really regret entering this field. I think it's very nice. It's what I expected, really. I didn't really expect anything else. Though it being tough and math involved and all that. I did enjoy it thoroughly. Though I didn't do that well, my performance was questionable. I'd like to think that I had the ability to do a lot better. I just never put my mind to it. I had other interests. I was just, really trying to find my path, because a field like electrical engineering is, well, any field really. There's just so much that you can do, stuff that you couldn't do. You have to think about, the current market of the place that you're living in, but at the same time trying to balance, what's best for this world. What's the best for this for this world. And personally, am I gonna ongle? Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, trying to balance between what's best for your career, with the place that you're in, versus what's best for the planet and people overall. Really, it's a battle, because you would think that, oh, this field is the best. I'd like to do these. I like to do this thing. I'm gonna enjoy this a lot, but it's not really the market. It's not what's popular, and it's a problem to match what you like, popularity of a field that you would want, versus the market for it in the country that you're in. Now, even if you're very interested and passionate about something, unless you have a big group, and I mean like a couple of a couple of brains, a couple of people that share that same interest, it's difficult to make something out of it, really, unfortunately. I mean, you have to accept that, especially being in a small country where I'm living right now. We're living in a relatively small country. It's not very big, but it's also not very small. So yeah, you really have to look into the market, the interest, and from where I live right now, people in my field are going towards power for the most part. not going, but it's what's out there, pretty much. I'm not saying you can't go into any other field. Trust me, you obviously can. There's chances, there's definitely chances of going into other fields. Robotics, communications, you know, there's just many different things that you could, go into. However, personally, I've looked into the field of EVs and robotics and renewable energy, which is still a field that is relatively new to this to where I'm living right now. But whatever field that you may feel like are drawn to, you have to remember that at the end of the day, you're not just trying to benefit yourself, you're trying to benefit this planet. And whatever you feel passionate about, that's all that really matters, you know? It's always like how you can balance your passion and your interest with your work. It's a very difficult thing. Some people could be earning very little money, but they absolutely love their job and they're amazing at it. So to them, it feels like they're earning so much. And honestly, many people would, it's seriously hard to tell whether or not people would sacrifice their high salaries and they have a shit job but they have a high salary versus a low salary and a really, really, I mean really, really good job. I think many people would just take the money, truth be told. But whoever had like a really bad, job would tell you run, even if they're getting paid a shit ton of money. You know, they are gonna wanna go back and choose something else. So I think it's really important to always consider your passion and your interest while choosing any field, really, even if it's not engineering. But like I said, I do plan on making I can't even speak. I do plan on making an entire podcast about this whole thing. But I'm just gonna really quickly sum up what to expect in this field. Like I said, it's a lot of mathematics, a lot of physics, a lot of analysis. Some universities would prefer design in general, maybe less than other universities and institutes. So in some cases, in some institutes, you would find more application, more hands-on things, laboratories. Others you would find more theoretical and design and analysis kind of vibe. So whether you go either routes, it won't feel much different. You know, if you went either routes, it really won't feel a lot of difference, really. Like, just put two electrical engineers in the same room, you know, one from South Africa, one's from the Middle East. They would find common grounds, to put it into words. But yeah, like I said, it's just a lot of math, a lot of physics. It starts to get hectic around your third year because you start taking all these different, you start going into all these different fields, and you really start to question what you want, what you like, what's comfortable for you, and all that. So, don't panic, don't go overboard. Figure out what interests you the most, and try your best to make a career out of it, really. And even if you find an interest in something that is so out there, at the end of the day, right, you can always find a way to do these tasks better, faster, just a certain way different, you know? Even if you're gonna do it the same way, you can do it faster, you can do it with more passion, you can do it with more, these fields, these things are always needed, even if it feels like it's so out there. You have to get rid of that mentality, really. And I know it's in like, It's out there in our world where I'm from, Middle East. However, like I said, just follow your interests, dude. And if you can't, and you're stuck at doing something seriously like the same, just find a way to make it more efficient, to make it more appealing, user-friendly. There's just so many things that you could do different. So yeah, don't put yourself down if the field that you end up specializing in is just not so different from others really. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say on this, on the whole field of electrical engineering. Although the most competitive field in the world right now is, computer, software engineering, machine learning, and all that. Really popular and competitive. It's very difficult to. It's probably more impressive to stand out from that field because there's just so many people studying and graduating with these things, with these backgrounds. However, I think you can definitely get a job with electrical engineering in any field really, because of how diverse it is. Not necessarily it doesn't necessarily make it a better field. Really, my opinion is just more diverse, meaning you can work genuinely anywhere, whether that's all you care about or not. Obviously, computer engineering, software development is definitely more competitive, I think. If you want the most, secure, stable, not stable, I guess, more secure, higher salary job, really, I think it has to be computer engineering, software development, machine learning, data scientist, all all that jazz. But if you enjoy things that are more hands-on, that have more, genuine real life, how do I put it into words? Stuff that you can see with your own eyes, you can touch, you can feel, then, electrical engineering is for you. If you don't give a shit and you just care about things working, you just care about things, doing their functioning properly, seriously, and you're good at, you're a fast person on the computer, on So, to sum up, if you are a person who enjoys seeing things in person, hardware, you won't understand something, or it's not really whether you would understand something or not, it's just what you like, genuinely. If you like things that are, more physical, hands-on, stuff that you can see in person, you can feel, then this field is definitely for you. If you don't care about any of that, and you just care if something works or not, you don't care to see what goes on inside and how it physically functions, in real life, then you don't really need to worry about too much. Especially because of the intensive math and physics in this shit. I won't lie to you. There are many things that may seem useless. There's absolutely no point, but as I mess up right there, as I messed up, only a person from this field would understand why they're learning it. Honestly, it's just too much to comprehend. But yeah, whether you'd like to be an engineer, salesman, fucking, a reporter, news reporter, media reporter, politician, whatever you want to be, just remember to lead with passion and be wise, be resourceful, be considerate, and I can tell you right now, wherever you end up, you'll be fine. Genuinely, I think you'll be fine. Like I said, I do plan on making an entire podcast about this, and I will. but I just wanted to, share my thoughts with everyone. If anyone has any question about not just engineering, um, you know, about anything really, just let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching.